Hello, I'm Paulo Pica, Vice President Processing Solutions and Equipment at Tetra Pak. I first heard of total productive maintenance nearly 30 years ago, even before joining Tetra Pak. At that time, I had a production team manager job for a large scale consumption product, baby diapers, in Brazil. At the time, around 1992, I heard about a couple of TPM pilots ongoing in Argentina and Mexico, and I tried to replicate good practices, especially on cleaning and inspection standards, Ishikawa diagram, 5Y analysis. So the available training material at that time was really limited. It was not until a few years later that I had the chance of seeing and reading Professor Suzuki's book, TPM in Process Industries, which was my first reading in TPM. My first focused improvement team about eradicating stops in a product stacker was from that time and followed the Suzuki 7 steps. The positive feeling for delivering a radical improvement remained very alive in my memory since then. That was a key milestone in my motivation to continue developing as a TPM practitioner, regardless of the job that I had over the years. We went through different phases in the implementation. There was a pilot phase, highly supported by consultants and few people that brought the knowledge from the market. Since the very beginning, Tetra Pak engaged in what is seen as a long and successful collaboration with the GIPM by encouraging our factories to apply for the TPM awards. After the pilot phase, we went through a massive process of adjusting the organization and creating new roles like the WCM champions at global level or the WCM coordinators at factory level. Auditing and coaching routines were put in place in massive scale, and the factory's leadership teams, especially the factory directors, were trained. We found particularly useful to equip leaders with change management knowledge. So our WCM training for leaders were since long intertwined with change management concepts. On top of that, every factory manager developed their own factory ambitions, strategies, priorities, and they voluntarily started a healthy competition for the TPM awards. As the implementation maturity grew, the pillars also developed into globally coordinated networks, which we called master pillars. With this scheme, we have achieved recognition from GIPM with a countless number of TPM awards, and at least 3 world-class awards that I can remember. More recently, WCM expanded to many other areas from services to engineering and adopted a more end-to-end approach. TPM is no doubt the foundation of our continuous improvement program, which we call WCM since it started in around 1998. While they have different names, TPM and WCM share the same essence: the constant pursuit of zero losses with 100% people involvement, the 8 TPM pillars, the continuous development of people capabilities. Then we have given to it our own Tetra Pak twist by the addition of cost and also a logistics pillar, by incorporating lean elements in more advanced phases like the Heijunka, leveling, built-in quality, the Jidoka, just in time. When it comes to convincing and engaging people, everything starts with leadership. The leaders at Tetra Pak have been quite consistent over the years in the commitment to our continuous improvement program and also approach, which resulted in a special recognition from JIPM a few years ago, the TPM Leadership Award. There is also no doubt the bottom-up motivation that comes from seeing and achieving extraordinary results counts. Seeing is believing. I still remember when in 2009 our European Works Council team asked for more information about WCM, and I took them to a visit in our factory in Gornji Milanovac in Serbia, which later ended up recognized with our first World Class Award. We didn't have to say much to convince them it would be great to replicate the sparkle they have seen in the eyes of the operators at that factory. So we had many occasions like that over the years. I don't have any doubts that driving one WCM TPM culture brings better benefits than isolated initiatives. Obviously, a global deployment of one WCM program doesn't come without choices, without priority setting considerations, and of course a calculated pace as resources are limited to start. However, the speed grows exponentially as expected from any activity involving WCM. Separately than that, communication technology has never been better than today in connecting people, hence putting together networks of collaboration for focused teams have never been easier. Then it's natural to expect that several brains have to produce faster results than isolated by solving problems in a coordinated way. Moreover, I'm a fan of pursuing standardization continuously, simply because it drives the simplification required to release energy for radical innovation. Standardization is many times misinterpreted and taken as something static, but it's never the case, as innovation takes over frequently, driving new cycles of innovation and the standardization after. The impact on the supply chain is huge. Looking at the end-to-end losses of the supply chain helps to understand where the bigger losses are, and frequently you end up facing broader opportunities than just looking at the manufacturing. Examples are many, and the results show up in the better utilization of resources through leveling, optimization and better control of inventories, optimization of transportation, faster reaction time by improving the quality of the exchange of information between the frontline sales and product supply, shorter lead times, more efficient collaboration with suppliers, and productivity in general. Tetra Pak normally share and benchmark its WCM activities with customers and suppliers that are engaged in the same journey. There have been many benchmark occasions and examples over the years. Interface problems with the strategic partners can be solved with collaboration teams following focused improvement or quality maintenance approach. We do expect from suppliers a proper root cause analysis of issues and prevention mindset. Then suppliers are audited and validated by people that have WCM expertise. Normally, we don't demand a full WCM TPM implementation from suppliers, but of course we value suppliers that understand and practice TPM. On the customer side, we do support customers with specialized services that can vary from solving focused problems to a more thorough implementation. Sustainability has long been at the heart of our business strategy and our operations. It's part of our brand promise, which is protect what is good, which is brought to life by protecting food, protecting people, and protecting the planet. Our sustainability activities encompass all these three areas. We work with our customers and partners to make food safe and available everywhere through our innovative and market-leading food processing and packaging solutions. We constantly strive towards safeguarding our own employees and supporting communities where we operate, and to protecting the future of our planet and the long-term success of our customers. We have committed to supporting and working to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We are focused on the goals that are most aligned with our business, because this is where we believe that we can make most impact. Across our 3 pillars of food, people, planet, we are working to help eliminate poverty, improve education and health outcomes, create better jobs, and tackle key environmental challenges. From the WCM point of view, when it comes to protecting the planet, the environment pillar have always been in the center of our operations improvement. And since long, we track and improve energy efficiency, water consumption, emissions, recycling. I love TPM because it enables ordinary people, like most of us, to deliver the extraordinary. Thank you. Bye.